Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Stronghold. And we're going into an economic based game. We're going to be doing a free build. Now, the reason I've decided to do free build Let's Plays rather than the campaign is because I find the campaign to be, how can I say this, boring.
Place a keep to cite your castle, my liege.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love this game. And it's not that the game is outright boring, as in I don't enjoy it. It's more like, it's more like when you play, you feel like you're building towards something. And when you play the campaign, the fact that all of your progress sort of resets between levels, it sort of takes away my incentive to work so hard and build an epic castle within each mission when I'm supposed to just solve one small little problem, kill some wolves, harvest some lumber, train 10 men, and then you move on to the next mission. I would much rather prefer a big open area, a set amount of resources in a certain regard, and the ability to just go. So that's what we're doing today. And we're going to build the largest keep, of course. And build it over here in the woods. Now, in my opinion, this map is the easiest map, and that's why I'm starting with it. And
Cite your granary, sire.
in my experience, lots of other people I have talked to actually dislike this game when they play on free build mode like I am doing now. And their main issue with this game is usually something along the lines of, well, you know, you can lose too easily. You know, your settlement is too fragile. And while I understand where they're coming from there, I do. I understand that to somebody who's never played before, it would certainly seem like an unnecessarily fragile community that you're building. However, it's all about understanding how to manage the happiness of your people. And if you can understand that and how to manipulate, especially the marketplace, then you should be able to win just about any game. Now, one of the greatest dangers is simply growing too quickly. Growing too quickly without the food to feed your people is an absolute recipe for disaster. And so you should always be able to provide more food than your people need, which is going to be a constant problem until the end game. Now, I like to go for these apple orchards in the very early game, like right now. And the reason for that is very simple. It's because I believe that these hunters' lodges, hunters' post, while they're extremely cheap, I think that they're very ineffective. Here, look, I can build a bunch of them, and I guarantee that the amount of food that they bring in will be less, significantly less, than what the orchards bring in. And so I'm already almost out of food. So what I need to do is I need to build a market. I'm going to put a market right there. And I'm going to go and I'm going to sell the stone and the iron I started the game with. I'm going to buy bread. And you're going to see me do this over and over again, where I take what I have and I sell it in exchange for food. Anytime I get into trouble, into a spot of trouble, I'm going to do that. And doing that consistently and doing it intelligently, making sure that you only do it when you need to, you're only selling materials that you don't need at this moment, or, you know, in the near future at the very least, it will really make a tremendous difference throughout the game. Can't place it there. Did you hear him? They're very insistent in this game. We want to make sure that you know that they can't place that there. So stop asking.
granary stocks are very low, sire.
That's not lined up, is that? Is that lined up? Are those offset? I'm sorry. This game I have intense OCD with. And so like I have to line things up perfectly. Oh, get out of the way, children. Get out of the way. Good, perfect. Good, so they will give you a report, a progress report, when you click on certain aspects of your town. So if I click on the granary stocks are growing. Now if they're shrinking, he said, he will say our food stocks are dwindling. Now he's a very, very dramatic man. So, you know, take what he says with a heaping of salt. Because he might say something along the lines of, we're all gonna die! And then, you know, in actuality, everything's okay. So I need some more of these hovels. Each one of these gives you +5. I think it's 5. Let's just test that. I was at 120. I built another one. 8 spaces, sorry. 8. They give you +8. And one of the resources that you should always have too much of in the early game is wood. You know, at least half of my laborers should be cutting down trees. Why? Well, partly because I like just clear cutting the map so that I have more building space, but also because it's so abundant that you're going to be able to sell and use it at the same time. However, it's very cheap. And so in the next 5 or 10 minutes, I want to get a money resource up and running. And my go-to resource is either iron or stone. Oh, let's look at their prices. I can buy 5 iron for 225 gold, or I can buy 5 stone for 70. Now you might be asking yourself, well, which one do you usually choose? I usually go for stone first, because you can produce much more. For some insane reason that I can't figure out, you have these oxen, and these oxen are used to bring stone back from the quarry. However, the people at the iron mill, or foundry I guess, they produce these big bricks of iron and then they just carry them back by hand. Like, that makes sense. Like, they can't borrow the ox for 10 minutes and bring the iron back 8 at a time, because that's what they do with the stone. And so when you get the stone, you get it back 8 at a time, 8 bricks at a time.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Not enough workers available to run this building.
As you can see, we're already making a serious impact. We are playing on the fastest possible settings. We're playing on speed 90. And so all these people are bustling around. And go on, tell me about my granary stocks.
Morning, your lordship.
Oh, good morning. Oh, stockpile's full. Okay, I'll go ahead and make it bigger. So we are shrinking in food. Okay, that's good to know. Food is decreasing.
Can't place that there, my lord.
You actually can't build just like infinite stockpile stuff space. It has to be full before it will allow you to build anymore. I've always found that to be a very strange aspect to the game. Like, why does it matter? Why can't I just build any amount of stockpile? I don't know. And usually 4 or 5 is all you're gonna squeeze on here. Yep. Not getting a 5th one on here. That's okay. Now, I'm prepared to be shocked at how many oxen it takes to handle just 4 of those. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy that. Don't want them to be too close to each other. That's probably okay. I'll come back in a little while and I'll see if they need more, which they almost certainly will. They usually do.
Can't place that there, my lord.
More people, please.
Can't place that there, my lord.
As you can tell, I mean, with only getting 8 people,
Place that there, my lord.
8 people per hovel, you're gonna end up having so many of these. And I'm actually using the arrow keys to move around the map. And some of you might be wondering, hey, those guys were cutting wood. When you deleted it, do you still get the wood? No, you don't. So that's just a little sacrifice. It's not a big deal. We're almost out of food, but we're gonna start getting stone in soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell all that wood. Believe me, I wish there was a sell all or buy all option, a button, but there is not. They clear cut the forest pretty quickly. Certain resources disappear, other ones don't. Like, for example, the stone never goes away. However, the deer, where are you? This hunters. Oh, good morning. They will look around for deer right there. And if they can manage to kill all the deer on the map, that's it. There's no more deer. It's game over for hunting. Almost out of food again. Alright, well, give me some more orchards, please. Like a ridiculous amount more, please.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Now, you might be wondering, well, I've already used like 30% of the map for orchards. And so I'm going to run out of map space really soon. And you're right. Orchards are very inefficient in terms of the space they use and the food that they give you. Now, you can also make cheese with cow farms. And then the last thing that you can make for food, and this is the only sustainable food source on a mega city level, and that's my intention here, to create a mega city. I don't think I said that earlier. Not just a normal city, a crazy city where I've used every inch of the map. And only thing that can feed that many people in this game is bread. Nothing else will do it. Oh. Now.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Okay, yes, I know. So over here, what you see is 9215 and then this number down here. So this is happiness, this is money obviously, and then this is people. And if I click on that, I can go to popularity and it tells me all the different things that are affecting the happiness, the satisfaction or dissatisfaction of my people. And this is really the key to the entire game. And if you're having trouble with this game, it's likely because of this screen right here. If you have not properly balanced happiness and sadness, then you will certainly lose the game.
No taxes.
My granary is almost full.
That's my motto.
Let's not speak so quickly, actually. And so we're going to get to a point in the game where we have massive unhappiness, dissatisfaction. However, we're going to offset that with a few little methods that I like to use. And the number one method, of course, is food. If you can get to a point where you're stuffing so much food into your citizens that they just can't possibly complain,
Place that there, my lord.
then you're doing pretty good. And at that point, you can jack up the taxes, and you can actually get pretty tyrannical, honestly. And they won't do anything about it because you know, they're happy, or they're content at the very least. Alright, let's really jack up wood production, and let's really get rid of these trees. I need these trees to disappear. Like probably in the next 30 minutes, I need these trees to be gone. And I'm gonna need to build more houses. That's okay. You have to be pretty tactical about where you put these houses, because, like I said, you're gonna have so many of them by the end of the games. They're gonna be a real pain to manage. Oh. All right.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Alright, you see all that stone? Guess who's gonna be in the money? Bam! Look at that. 1,500 gold, just like that. Fantastic. Buy a ton of bread. Not enough space in the granary, that's what I like to hear. We're gonna go to, where's the granary thing? There it is.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Gonna build 2 more granaries. Alright, excellent. So once this is done, wow, I got room for 600 people now. I think I overbuilt on that a little bit, so let's give those people jobs. They're still consuming your food even if they're not working. That's something important to remember. Because what happens is this game kind of spawns in people, peasants, at this campfire here. Every time that circle goes around, you get a new peasant, new peasant, new peasant. And it goes around faster and faster depending on how successful your settlement is. And if your happiness goes below 50, it turns red and then it starts looping around. And every time it gets around, you lose a peasant.
The stockpile is full, my lord.
Stockpile is full, my lord. Okay, let's increase the size of the stockpile. Come on, just one more space. Look at that, so much wood being delivered.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Yeah, they're not great. They'll be okay for a little while. Now, I can keep this scheme going of building more orchards, buying extra food for a little while longer. But I need to make a transition. I need to begin making a bread transition in the near future, in the very near future. And as far as cheese goes, literally I have never, ever fed my populace with cheese. It's just not, like, logistically possible. You just can't produce enough cheese to feed your people, in my experience. I mean, maybe on some incredible scale where like 90% of your civilians were cheese people, producing cheese. We are cheese people now. You come to us for cheese. We have all of the cheese. these. More room for houses. I don't need them at the moment though, so I won't build them. Let's go into pitch. Oh wait, I gotta make sure my granary is okay. It's not okay. So let's go ahead and sell a whole bunch of stuff. I actually don't know if there's any way to I don't know if there's any way to increase the amount that I can buy and sell at once. I've tried to figure it out, like maybe shift or control or something like that, but nothing I've ever found does it. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Now, pitch, another fantastic resource in the game. A little tricky because you have to place things very carefully to make sure that you get the most that you can possibly get. And you can place it wherever that smoke is bubbling up. However, the patch sort of increases as you build the mines around. That guy teleported. They normally have to walk there. He teleported there. Hey man, you're in the dark ages, okay? There's no teleportation. You need to chill out with that. Okay. And none there.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Just build as many of these as possible. This is another resource that you really only use it when you're playing a military campaign, a military level, I should say. And so for that reason, you can just build them and sell all of it. You can do a few things with it, not much.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Create traps, fire traps, and you can pour boiling oil on people and set it on fire and stuff like this. Pretty sweet. I intend to do some castle defenses as well. But this is, I would say this is one of the best castle building games ever made, and yet I still enjoy more creating cities like this. Creating these settlements. I like that it's demanding and fast-paced.
Can't place that there, my lord.
And I like that you can, if you do things properly, you can actually achieve a significant degree of automation. I wouldn't say automation, but where your town is self-sufficient. You don't need to micromanage them anymore. There's so much pitch on this map. That's one of the reasons this map is so easy. And each one of these rigs costs 20 wood. So this is a ton of wood. So you wouldn't be able to do this early in the game. So I suppose I've been playing for less than 30 minutes, so this is pretty early.
Place that there, my lord. Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Alright, I think that's it. I think that's all the pitch I can put down. Let's go ahead and do another big sell-off. Look at that. There's already pitch coming in.
Not enough goods.
And the pitch is 5 for 75. It's a little bit more valuable than the stone.
Not enough gold.
Okay, let's see if this is cut down. It absolutely is. Beautiful. Let's destroy all of these. And now we're going to begin two very, very important things. We're going to begin farming hops and wheat. We need a medium-sized hop farm. So maybe oh, get out of here, deer. Somebody come kill these deer. Farmers, or I mean hunters, do your job. God. You, hurry up. Good job. Much appreciated. Come on. Trying to maximize the area. You really gotta maximize area in this game. Which is why this is the easiest level, because it's the biggest map. By far the biggest map. Alright. That's probably good, but a little bit more is better than not enough.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Let's zoom out. Okay. Maybe I'll put one more right there. Okay, now I basically need to fill the rest of the map with wheat farms. Except for one key area, which will of course become the bakeries. This whole process is extremely labor heavy, so I need a ton of laborers to make this this bread transition happen. I mean, each one of these windmills takes, I think, 4 workers. That's serious investment of people. Money, money, money.
Not enough goods.
And you want to prioritize your space to the wheat farms, because they are generally the bottleneck. And you want to have the bakeries as close to your stockpile as possible. So my bakeries will probably be, here. This whole area will probably be bakeries. And then the wheat farms will be this entire side of the map. And then the windmills take up a very small footprint, and so they will probably just be wherever they can fit. I'll just toss them down. So where I am right now, I'm basically just riding out the storm. Things are going to be a little bit hectic. I'm going to have to continue selling and buying and selling and buying. Oh, that can be just one space over. I'm going to do that. Get out of the way. However, it will all pay off.
Granary stocks are very low.
Now, the biggest killer in this game is running out of food. It's a -8 to happiness every tick, which is a huge amount. It's a huge debuff.
We are almost out.
Yep, we're almost out of food. Okay, let's go take care of that. Back over here. Let's sell everything again. And I think I'll start putting down iron mines as well, so I can sell iron as well. And I'm running out of wood. There's probably very few trees left on the map, so I'm gonna stop selling wood. I will not sell any more wood.
Not enough gold.
Otherwise, I just have to start buying wood, and that's annoying. Oh, look, there are no more maps. That's why they're all standing around flexing. Or, sorry, there's no more maps. There's no more trees. Resting. Lazy. That's it. There's no trees left on the map. I will have to be buying wood in the very near future. I actually shouldn't have done that wood sale I just did. I just sold like, I don't know how much, 1,000 wood. That was short-sighted. And you do not get anything for destroying stuff. I believe. Now that, once I said that, I thought to myself, is that true? You might get a tiny bit. Like, you might get like 10% back or something like that. I don't think so, though. It's hard for me to remember. I haven't played this game in so long. There's some more up here, but oh no, they're just standing around. Can't find a tree, my lord. There is not a tree to be had. You can't cut down that one's right next to you? Alright, fine. And he can't get to his pitch rig, and he can't get to his pitch rig. Put another apple farm right there, nice. Okay, I'm probably running out of food. Yeah, I have almost none. That's bad. That is bad thing. Alright, let's do some emergency bread construction. Bakeries, I mean. Do like a whole bunch of bakeries over here. That's too many bakeries for the amount of production I have. But I don't really have a choice. I have to get something down. What's the best angle to start building bakeries at? Like maybe, no, definitely not that one. Maybe this, where I was already.
We are almost out of food, sire. Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh, no.
Can't place that there, my lord.
We're out of food, aren't we? That's okay. We should have bread coming in soon.
Not enough gold.
Nobody worry. We're going to run out of wood very soon, and
Granary stocks are
we don't
very
have
low,
enough
sire.
of these. So, wherever I can fit one,
Can't
let's
place that
get
there, my lord.
a few more of
Can't
these.
place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
That should be enough.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Alright, that's a ton of bakeries, so it should be very difficult to feed these bakeries with flour at this point in the game. Our bottleneck will probably be wheat.
Can't place that
Alright,
there, my
after I
lord.
finish this line, that's enough for now. A little bit of wood left. Let's increase our wheat farms. And then we're gonna have to do a big sell-off and start buying wood to build more wheat farms.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that
Oh,
there,
come
my
on,
lord.
kids. Get out of the way.
Can't place that there, my lord.
See, this transition is the most dangerous part of the game.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Because I need gold for wood, I need gold for food.
Wood needed.
Yep, there we go, that's wood. Gone. All the wood on the map. For the rest of the game. There was no more wood to be had.
We are almost out. Not enough goods. Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Buy some wood, let's not get too crazy. Couple hundred wood. And let's buy food.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
They're okay for now. Stop complaining. Oh, here, I can sell that barley as well. Hops, sorry, not barley.
Not enough goods.
Do I have anything else I don't desperately need? I still have more wheat than I thought I would. That's surprising. Let me go ahead and build these iron mines so I don't have to build them again so they can pay for themselves. It's like the stone ones, they're permanent. They never run out of iron. They produce far, far less than the
must be built on
stone
iron
mines
ore.
though. Yep, that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, that probably used, yep, all of our wood. Go in and buy some more wood. And much more wheat, please. And actually more of these things. Windmills.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Wood needed.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Okay, they look okay to me.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Oh yeah, granary stocks are growing. That's what I like to hear. Whew. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we can sort of calm down a little bit. We can kind of relax a bit. And we can focus on a few other areas. For example, the production of beer. Get 10 of those breweries.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
And let's get a few bars up, huh? If you can get a significant portion of your population drunk as a skunk, they are substantially happier people. Who'd have thought it, right? Who would have guessed? I would never have seen it coming.
Not enough gold.
Gold needed. Gold
Ooh, I need
needed.
gold for that as well. I forgot about that.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
So when I click on this, you're gonna see 0 flagons of ale. Working inns, there are 7, but 0 of them are working. Population coverage, next level. So every time the population coverage increases, so this one over here just got its first patrons right here. It has one cask. As you can see that guy rolling the cask right there. I love this game. And it has this many flagons. And once it gets up to 25%, I'll start gaining happiness from it.
Wood needed.
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Good, they're still growing.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Oh yeah, these guys are burning through that beer. Bunch of drunk guys just stumble out, wrecked, unstable, liquored up, hammered, bloto, or blotto. I don't know what that said. Let's see what the patron's at. 17%. So these ones out here, it's gonna be harder for them to get the casks out there, but they'll figure it out. Gotta make sure that everyone's got access to a bar. There we go, +1 happiness right there. So now my total popularity is +3. So I can now, boom, start taxing my people. This, oh, bit much, these taxes. This is how you create a mega base. You have to have an overall net positive in happiness so that you can then offset that happiness with taxes. And that your goal in the end is always have 0. Always to get, my goal really is to get +8 between food and alcohol. You know, sometimes I'll throw a little religion in there, sometimes a little bit, you know, these things can decrease your happiness, crowding and fear factoring. And so you try not to build a bunch of scary things, and you try not to crowd your people too much. Although I do have a tendency to do that, you know, creating these lanes and such. But to eventually have +8 in happiness so that I can offset that with the maximum tax rate. And look at my money already. I already have 6,000. So it's way more money than you could get from selling stuff. Look at 6,300 now. And that's the lowest tax rate.
Gold is flowing into the treasury, sire.
Yes, it is. You guys are doing a good job. Food's doing well. Everything looks good. Do I have extra wheat? I do, so I need more of these. So I need a lot more wood. Yeah, I wish I could buy it in more than groups of 5. Nope, just 5. Try every button. Okay, just gotta click really fast.
The granary is full, my lord.
Oh wow, I have 4 granaries. They're all full. How can I get back here? This is disorienting sometimes. Oh wow. Okay, let's turn up extra rations. Let's also build a few more granaries. I'm quite certain there's not enough room there, right? Yeah, okay. But yeah, 2 more granaries is good. And extra rations, that means I can turn up popularity, or the taxes. Look at that. So now I have taxes on 6.
Flowing into the treasury
High
side.
tax rate. Speak.
These taxes are unjust.
The people worship you.
Hey man, I'm feeding you a lot, alright, and I'm getting you drunk. Deal with it. 39% is gonna go up to +2 when it gets to 50. I need more of these windmills to create. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Create the stuff for the things. To create flour. My brain.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
What? They were just full a second ago. Yeah, I did put them on double rations or extra rations. Okay. Let's go take them off their extra rations. They've had enough.
Our
Full
granary
rations.
stocks are growing, sire. Flowing into the
Let's
treasury
turn the
side.
taxes back down
The
to
people
match.
love you, my lord.
And I've got 12,000 gold now, so it's pretty absurd. Look at you. Do you see now how your money just becomes crazy? And the space on the map becomes incredibly valuable. So I'm going to try not to waste any space here.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I know this kind of defeats the purpose of a windmill. It's like there's no way they're getting any wind. All right next to each other.
Wood
No way,
stocks
the
are
blades
on
can't
the
even
low
spin.
side.
Anyway. I need more wood, please.
The people love you, my lord.
Damn straight to do. I'm very lovable.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Really? Here, let's just delete these ones because I don't like how these are built. Yeah, that freed up a bunch of them. You guys are still standing here?
Can't find a tree, my lord.
Oh god, well, I deleted your thing a long time ago.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Not enough workers available to run this building.
Alright, time to build more living space. And I think I'll go for some religion soon. Just a bit of a religion. Not much. I won't get crazy with that.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Maybe I'll just build one massive cathedral.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Yeah, building becomes very difficult in a crowded
Can't
city.
place that there, my lord.
Look at this. Non-stop train of people coming.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Yeah, they are.
Warning, your lordship.
That's not good. What am I missing here? Oh, there's just not enough wheat now anymore. See what I mean? There's always something.
The people love you, my lord. Flowing into the treasury side.
Alright, I can always do a bribe. I run out of food, which I definitely am gonna run out of food.
Granary stocks are very low.
A lot
sire.
more wheat, please.
Can't
Bam.
place that there, my lord.
But we're all gonna die.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 We are almost out of food, sire. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Granary stocks are very low, there, my lord.
Yes, granny stocks are very low.
Can't place
The
that
problem
there,
with
my
bribing
lord.
the people is that,
Can't place that
you know,
there, my
you're
lord.
losing money
No,
just
no,
as fast as
wood,
you
my lord.
gained it. You gain money pretty fast when you're taxing the people. And so when you're bribing them, you lose it just as fast. Look, I can sell 20, but I can only buy 5.
Almost out of
Just let me buy 50 at a time. Look at all that pitch. Sell all that.
not enough goods.
Sell the iron.
Not enough goods.
Sell the stone.
Not enough goods.
Buy wood. Serious workout for the finger, gotta say. Not that. Why don't I just buy a crap ton of flour so that my bakers can get bacon? I'll just buy 500 flour. I have an excess of ale, apparently. Patron coverage 27%. That's weak. Come on. Oh, I forgot that I even had these bakeries over here. Let's get rid of these.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh, wrong. Misclick.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Come on.
Can't
There we
place
go.
that there, my lord.
Alright, that's a fair amount of bakeries. I am building a wall because I want to begin segregating my population based on what their responsibilities are. So for example, I only want bakers to be in this area. Go. Put a gate in it. There we go.
The granary
Section's
is
missing,
full,
that's
my
annoying.
lord.
Okay, let's turn
Our
up.
granary stocks are growing, sire. No change in the treasury, lord.
Look at that, all that bread. Beautiful. Oh. Ah, come on. There we go. And let's start eliminating farms. Orchards. Yep, we're getting rid of all of them. That's right.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh no. It was a race. It was a race to the bottom. Ah.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh yeah. Getting crazy with this. With these farm or bakeries, sorry. I almost called them farms. How am I doing over here with not a lot of So we're not keeping wheat on. Keeping the tiniest bit. So in my mind that says I need more wheat farms. And I certainly need more mills. So I'm gonna finish filling that corner over here with mills. This whole corner is gonna be windmills. And I definitely need more bars. Put a second bar
Can't
up
place
there.
that there, my lord.
There. I mean, we're just gonna get crazy here. Bars everywhere. I
Can't
want
place
100%
that there, my
coverage.
lord.
I want everybody in my kingdom to be hammered ass drunk.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I know only
Can't
kids
place
work in the
that there,
granaries,
my
okay?
lord.
But if they're old enough to work in a granary, then they're old enough to drink. In my kingdom. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy more wheat, or sorry, flour for now. At the moment, we have an abundance of kegs of ale, which is pretty awesome. Always better to have more than less. Oh, look, there's more of these guys back here. Where are you guys? Oh yeah, don't cut down that tree. It's okay. That tree's the special one, but all the other ones. Yep, you guys are just waiting for wheat. It's okay, I'm gonna triple the size of the wheat farms we have. Only the ones that are spinning are actually working. So as you can see, very few of them are working. But I'm building more because they don't have anything to do now, doesn't mean they won't have anything to do later. Okay, let's build more wheat.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
More wood is needed.
Okay. There's 1,000 wood.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there,
Come
my
on.
lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there,
Yeah.
my lord.
Oh man, that's even worse than the other one. Oh, that's not even a... Not even a door. The gates open. And let's extend the wall. How far I'll take the wall, I'm not sure about yet. As you can see, most of our bakeries, they're all at work. You know, they're either taking the bread to the store, or they're getting flour, or they're baking. However, that's almost certainly because I bought lots of flour. Let's go ahead and clear the stockpile
Enough goods.
of non-essential stuff.
Not enough goods.
And what are we at here? 48% coverage. Getting close. As you can see, still don't have enough flour. That's the biggest problem. Our biggest shortage. Or sorry, wheat. Man, I can't stop confusing these things in my brain.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Wood needed.
Yeah. $44,000 gold is what I'm sitting on. Oh. Oh, I thought we were running out of food. Never mind. Keep it going.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Granny stocks are growing. Granny stocks are very low.
We are almost out of food, sire.
All right then.
Food stocks are dwindling.
my
Gold is
liege.
flowing into the treasury, sire.
I'm gonna have to buy more.
Granary stocks are very
of
low,
this.
sire.
There's another 500 flour. Absolutely essential to keep my bread production up. I mean, flour is pretty cheap. I mean, even if my flour production and wheat production can't keep up, it's okay. Hey, are we still decreasing?
Our food stocks are dwindling.
Oh, they are. Okay, I'm gonna go down.
No change in the
I'm gonna do a
treasury,
little
lord.
bribe.
The people love you, my lord.
A small bribe.
No
Just
change in the treasury,
445 gold every, like, I don't know, however long.
lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Get out of here, dear. Oops. Oops. Keep doing that.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Alright, that's getting close to the maximum amount of bakeries I want to have. What I really need is wheat. I need an insane amount of wheat. So
Can't place that there,
keep
my lord.
going
Not
forever
enough
with...
work is available to run this building.
Oh man, really? I mean, that had to happen eventually. Alright, I'm gonna build a new... Granny's full. Wow, that was quick.
Our granary stocks
Bam,
are running,
extra
sire.
rations.
Our treasury is emptying.
No, it's not. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna build, I'm gonna change... Where's my market? There we go. Build the market over there, please. Yep, I don't want it there anymore. I am gonna wall off the, sort of residential area here. Bam, gotcha. Perfectly timed. The reasoning for this is... Wait, why is there nobody?
Has no labor, sire.
Oh, there's just not enough people. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Can't place that there, my lord. The granary is full, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Really? Even with extra rations? Okay, double rations.
Gold is flowing into the treasury,
Bam.
sire. The people
Look at that.
worship you, sire. Gold is
They're on
flowing
almost the
into
highest
treasury,
tax rate
sire.
now. So my gold is just outrageous.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Hey, the women and children are just
Can't
always
place
in the
that
way
there, my lord. Can't place that there,
in
my
these
lord.
residential areas.
Can't place that there, my lord.
So you just have to
Can't
kind
place
of
that there, my lord.
get the building down
Can't
when you
place
can.
that there, my
Look, they
lord.
they have a real habit of standing in the wrong place. Ah. Yeah, time it just
Granary
right.
stocks are very low, sire. Our food
Yep,
stocks
let's go
are
back to
too
extra.
low, my liege. Flowing into the treasury, sire. The people love you, my lord.
Could you guys get the hell out of the way, please? Yeah, good morning.
Your lordship.
Hey, my king is there. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He went back. Woman, get out of the way.
Can't place place that there, my lord.
Nah, she just changed dresses. Now she's red.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 Can't place that there, my lord.
Wood needed.
Hmm. Look at that stockpile. Looking pretty awesome. That damn woman is gonna stand there for the rest of the game. Alright, I would say that that's enough. That's enough houses.
The granary is full, my lord.
Alright, let's step it up then. Double rations.
Gold is flowing into the
More
treasury,
taxes.
sire.
You don't ever want your people to be too happy.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 Can't place that there, my lord.
Just messing around now. Decorating some stuff. Crosses.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Can't place that
Graveyard.
there, my lord.
Outside the church. Fitting, right? Put granary back to extra rations and
Gold
let's
is
fix the
flowing
taxes.
into the treasury, sire.
Let's move the market again. Let's put it back over there. Let's get rid of all this pitch.
Not enough goods. Not enough goods.
Let's see. It looks like for once Yeah, these windmills are all in progress. They're all working. Delivering flour, yep. So I need more windmills.
Can't place that there, my lord. 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 Not enough goods. Not enough goods. The granary is full, my lord. Gold is flowing into the treasury, sire. Can't place that there, my lord.
What?
Can't
Maximum
place that
limit
there, my
reached?
lord.
I don't remember
Granary
that.
stocks are very low, sire.
Maximum limit reached. What about other buildings? Can I do other buildings?
Can't place that
Like
there,
it
my
literally
lord.
just won't let me build any more buildings? No way. I do not remember that being a thing in the game. Wow. I'm shocked. I do not remember that. That's really a thing? Wow. Alright, well then, I guess that's all I'm gonna do. Guess that's enough. We all know enough is never really enough.
We are almost out of food, sire. Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh no, don't be so dramatic. I'm almost out of food. Oh, wow. So this counts as a building? But other stuff doesn't? Make up your mind, game. I wonder if these things count as buildings. Yeah, they do. Wow. Let's definitely get rid of all these. I mean, I don't have the greatest memory, but I do not remember there being a limit of buildings that you can build. That is so surprising. Got 884 citizens. %, population coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these. Yeah, I'll take 200. Why not? I am also not producing enough flour. So let's get more flour as well. At this point, I've reached a limit of I've reached a point of complete self-sustaining. Whatever words. Sorry guys, a little bit tired. And at this point, there's nothing more I can really do. Do what my religion's at. 2% of the population. Yeah, in my experience, it's really difficult to get religion up. Good things for next level, 28. What?
Can't place that there, my lord.
Oh, I need 26 more. So I need to 56? They all count as buildings. I'm not going to do that. Now that I know there's a hard limit. I wonder if that has to do with my... Why don't I go get a snack? I will, sir. I will after this game. I promise I will go eat something. Put a flag on my building. Put another one, like, maybe like here. That's cool. So, yeah. You know, I didn't consider when an ending point to this game would be. But I guess this is it. Like, I don't see there being a point after this, honestly. At this point, I'm just gonna continue making insane amount of money. Let me just go ahead and bribe my people. Maximum bribe. Popularity plus 17. 2 for ale coverage. 57%. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 17 of the 18 inns are working. And they're going hard. My people are drinking. I love watching them. Let's go ahead and watch a baker. These people are returning with flour, so I'm gonna watch them. You know, honestly, this always makes me hungry for bread. I always want some like salty, dry bread when I look at these bakers doing their job. There they are. Which one are you going to? That one. I can't really see it that well. Here's one. Picks up the patty. Oh yeah, perfect. 4 pieces of bread. Is that you? Hey, there you are. We were waiting for you. Now cook up that bread. Yeah, delicious. So good. I'm losing money so fast. Just lost 900. Taking the money. What?
Me this much, I shall soon be able to afford another chair. Double rations. Fantastic. Double rations. Fantastic.
Look, these rations are really spoiling us.
You are the most
generous lord in the land, sire.
I appreciate it. I'm glad that you appreciate that I appreciate you. Seeing double. Josh Twas Pads. Andrew Cameron, drunkard. What? Shit-faced. For some reason that was like another language to me. Searching for dinner.
We have so much food nowadays, I'm getting really fat.
I'm happy you're happy, man.
Gold is flowing into the treasury, sire.
All right, I think we're gonna end this off with a little time lapse. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today. I'll be trying out some other maps on more difficult settings, and maybe I'll go into the campaign, but likely not. I don't think it's that entertaining. But if people want it, I'll do it. And after this, I'll go into Stronghold 2, and I'll be able to show you all the differences between this game and that game. Some of the things are really much better, and some of them, I have to say, are much worse. And we'll talk about all the differences, and we'll see. Until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Do or don't, it's okay. Whatever you want. I've been Dudeicle. Have a nice day.